Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Ranger Gems. To be honest, this looks kind of too close. Yeah, so welcome back to another episode of Ranger Gems. I am at the park. Look, I told y'all I was going to get back to the park. I need y'all to see this, though. Look at this. Look at this. You see everything. You see every little thing. I'm at a park. I'm in a different city today. And I've been wanting to go to this park for a while. It's like a lake / like park. And of course we in North Carolina, so you know it's cold, but it's like hot cold. So I got shorts on and I got a hoodie on because I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind is blowing. And one thing about North Carolina, the wind is gonna win. But today I just wanted to come to you guys about something in particular, because this is kind of like what I'm going through within myself internally and trying to figure out. So I just thought I'd help you guys along the journey as well. I know I've said something about this maybe in one of the other videos or something like that, just basically about living in your past. But I want to speak on that today because that's something I struggle with drastically, with living in the past. For some reason, I find myself looking for some form of validation or something like that when it comes down to my past. Looking for my past to validate me, looking for my past to validate my current. And I find myself being stuck in my past, and being stuck in the past makes me fixate on my future. And with all of that being said, nothing is getting done in the present as far as me being in the moment. And I always tell you guys to be in the moment. And everything I tell you guys is just things that I'm going through on my journey as well, so you can kind of understand that, like, I tell you guys this because I'm going through it as well. So I'm not just giving some random ass advice. I'm not practicing what I preach. These are things that I actually go through and that I actually work towards, or that I'm working towards getting better. But it's like living in the past, it can really mess you up from your current. I find myself like the past is so convenient. The past is so comfortable. The past is where, I don't know. It's crazy because you get to a point of growth, and even when you're growing, you find yourself still wanting to be comfortable. You find yourself, I gotta move, y'all, because this light is not hitting how I need it to hit. I guess I could do it like this. So yeah, like I was saying, there goes some light. We're gonna make that do what it do for right now. But like I said, there we go. So but yeah, so I got me squatting over here by this lake, which I see the beautiful views today that we're working with. But like I was saying, sometimes your past really creeps up on you, and it really does a lot of damage to you, and it's not good for you. But like I said, it's a sense of comfort that we go to. And like I was saying before I started moving around and everything, you know, we get to a significant level of growth, and then we find ourselves still being stuck in our past because that's what's comfortable for us. That's what makes us feel good. That's what we were our most. Yeah, but like I was saying before this camera cut me off, that's when we were at our most vulnerable state, when we were in our past, when we let people break our hearts, when we broke our own hearts, when we let things get to us in a different way. And believe it or not, though, at least from my experience and a few other people that I may know, we find ourselves dipping back. Like, for me, I always say my life does feel really surreal compared to where I used to be at in life, and the things that I've gone through and the people that I used to be around. My life feels surreal. It feels like, wow, like I'm living what I prayed for, and for some reason when I have it, I question it because I'm so stuck in my past, feeling like I'm undeserving sometimes, feeling like I don't like I'm not ready or whatever the case may be, and I get to questioning it, and then questioning it, I get to sabotage it and ruin it, and all because I choose to stick to my past. I choose to be like, you know what? There's comfort there. When there's nothing there for me, there's nothing there for me. I have to remember and remind myself to move on, to fucking move on. That's something I've always had a problem with. Like when I was younger, I used to ask my mom and my sister all the time, like, how do y'all cut people off? Because I never knew how to cut people off. I never knew how to move past people. I'm gonna just hold this for y'all and talk to y'all so y'all can get what I'm saying, because this thing keep cutting me off and I don't like that. But like I was saying, you know, most of the time I'll you know, delete your number and then I got you on my social still, or delete your number and you still got basically a ton of access to me still, because I never knew how to just do it all the way. I never knew how to look at someone 100%. And it's the crazy thing about it is I've done it, but at the same time I feel like it's a task to do. And I guess it just depends on the person. Some people it's like we cool, but it's hard. But it's hard sometimes to just maneuver past your past and move forward in life. And life is about moving forward. I tell you guys every day that everything is literally mental, and a lot of our mental goes into the things that we do within ourselves, things that we can't let go of, the things that we refuse to let go of. That's important. Us doing the work for ourselves is what's important, first and foremost, more than anything in this world. And we have to learn how to move past things, you know. This is something that I'm currently in that phase of my life. Like I have to move past certain things. I have to move forward, because I can't keep continuing to question the things that I literally asked for just to get these things and then fuck them up, basically. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's important for you guys to know that as well. Like a lot of the time we dwell on our past, and that's why, and we don't get moving forward. We can't move forward, you know, with depression, with anxiety, any other mental illness, just anything. We seek comfort in that, and we choose not to maneuver out of that. You know, I'm stuck on my past. My past was when I was depressed. My past was when I was broke. My past was when I didn't have a car. My past was when I didn't have a crib, and I have all of those things now. And for some reason, I can't seem to let go of the past and how the past made me feel, like how comfortable it made me feel as a human being. And you know, that's just something I'm working on. I'm being very vulnerable with you guys, very open with you guys. Something you know, it takes a lot to do, but I'm very open with myself and the things that I do and my mistakes. And yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna wrap this up for y'all. I'm very upfront with myself when I look in the mirror, and I'm very open and honest about my flaws and the things that I need to do better. So I just ask you guys to do better too. Stop being stuck in the past. It's a task, but you do have to remember that everything is mental and it is possible. What could your past possibly have to do with your future and your present? Granted, it makes you who you are, but you don't have to sit in those things in order for you to be something. You know what I mean? You can acknowledge those things, confront those things, and keep it pushing from those things. You don't have to sit in those things. You don't have to marinate in those things. You can be better. You can be more. And you have to be able to move past that. And so, like I told you guys all the time, everything is mental. Everything is always mental. The decisions that we make, our habits, are everything that we make. And deciding that we want to get out of our past and start living in the present moment, that's mental, man. You know what I mean? Like, I talked to you guys about that a few episodes ago. You gotta live in the moment. You gotta live in the present. And again, for someone like me who's always stuck in the past and who's fixates on our future, sometimes living in the moment can be hard. But again, it's about making the hard things easy. It's about training my mind to be here and be present. So I want you guys to do the same thing. Do anything that you got to do to help yourself be a better individual in this life. And don't ever forget, more than anything, that everything is mental. Continue to work on you. Continue to be a better you. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.